I try to be fair-minded. I voted for a number of President Biden's nominees when I think they're qualified. And I try to ask substantive questions. I did the same thing with President Trump's nominees. In fact, we killed 5 of President Trump's nominees because we killed them dead as 4 o'clock, because it was apparent after questioning them that they didn't know a law book from a Sears Roebuck catalog.
Today, we're diving into some fiery moments from Capitol Hill. Senator John Kennedy took on Senator Dick Durbin, who's been blocking a debate on one of President Biden's more radical judicial nominees. Now, Kennedy is known for his colorful language, and today, he did not hold back. Let's break down exactly what went down and why this confrontation is so significant. In the Senate Judiciary Committee, there's a nomination at stake, and some very different views on whether this nominee should be approved. Senator Dick Durbin, a Democrat, is accused of blocking debate on this nominee, and Senator John Kennedy is not happy about it.
I'd like you to consider this. I don't understand why you're taking this new approach. I enjoy this committee. We all take our responsibilities seriously. I can only speak for me. I try to be fair-minded. I voted for a number of President Biden's nominees when I think they're qualified. And I try to ask substantive questions. I did the same thing with President Trump's nominees. In fact, we killed 5 of President Trump's nominees because we killed them dead as 4 o'clock, because it was apparent after questioning them that they didn't know a law book from a Sears Roebuck catalog. And we killed them. And I think we, on our side of the aisle, my side of the aisle, have voted for more of President Biden's nominees than my Democratic colleagues have voted for President Trump's nominees. No, that's okay. Everybody has one vote, and they have the right to exercise. I know you don't like some of my questions. I get that. And some of your comments have been borderline snarky, but I ignore them. When my son was going through puberty, he used to make those comments, and I learned that, it's the best thing to do is just ignore them. But I just don't understand why you're taking us down this road. I don't. The last time we met, you preached cooperation, and I think we've been cooperating. I think we've confirmed more Louisiana nominees than just about any other state. There were some people who were not here at the last hearing that would like to speak on, and would have liked to speak on, Mr. Khashoggi. I did speak, and I'm willing to waive my right to speak again. But this is a gentleman who said that he believes that when race is an issue in a case, that he has the right to ignore precedent in the federal rules of evidence and the federal rules of civil procedure and apply a new standard of proof. Now, some people find that objectionable. I do. And I think folks should have had the right to weigh in on it. And I confess, I don't understand why you're taking us down this road. I don't. And the final point I guess I would make is that I asked you this question last time, and I think if where you're headed with this is to ultimately subpoena Justice Thomas or another member of the Supreme Court, I think that would be a huge mistake. But if that's where we're going to go with this, I respectfully suggest you go ahead and do it and let us meet it head on, because that looks to me like where it's headed. And I think it will provoke a constitutional crisis, and let's just go ahead and meet it head on. So thank you for the chance to respond, Mr. Chair.
Kennedy, a Republican from Louisiana, has had his fair share of disagreements with nominees from both parties, and he's known for keeping it real. This isn't just about one nomination, it's about a clash of principles and who gets to set the rules. Let's talk about the nominee in question. Kennedy made a strong point about why he thinks there should be debate and why he's personally opposed to this particular choice. This nominee has gone on record saying that they might ignore precedent when race is an issue in a case. Kennedy argued that this kind of mindset opens the door to bias and could lead to judgments that don't follow federal law. It's a bold statement, and Kennedy believes it's worth debating before any votes happen. Finally, Kennedy wrapped up his response with a warning. He's worried this back and forth might escalate to something even bigger. Kennedy mentioned that if Durbin's intentions are to eventually subpoena Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, he's concerned it could lead to a full-blown constitutional crisis. Kennedy was direct. If that's the road Durbin wants to go down, Kennedy's ready to meet it head-on. It was a bold closing argument, one that added fuel to an already heated debate. So, there you have it. Senator Kennedy's explosive confrontation with Senator Durbin over this controversial nominee. Kennedy is pushing back hard against what he sees as a breach of process and a potential political crisis in the making. What do you think? Should this nominee get a chance, or is Kennedy right to demand a debate? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the breakdown. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.